Guys, welcome back to my channel. So glad to see that you have clicked on today's video, and if you haven't already, you know the drill. Please subscribe down below so that you can stay up to date to all my new upcoming videos. So for today's video, I'm doing a review on these super cool, sort of hyped up beauty sponges. So here I have the Morphe Premium Beauty Sponge, and this is the Morphe Flawless Beauty Sponge. As you can see how they look, I actually used this in the demo that you will be seeing, so they're a bit dirty, but please excuse that. This one is really cool. It has like that sort of flat edge right there, and then on the bottom it's like completely flat. This is the Flawless Beauty Sponge, and it looks like this. This is your very typical sort of beauty sponge. A lot of sponges actually look like this. Both of these sponges retail for $6.99 each, and you can get these off the Morphe Brushes website. I will be sure to leave it down in the comments below, a link to where you can purchase these if you're interested. And if you want to see my thoughts and opinions, please stay tuned. Alright, so let's get started. So I have both of these dry right now, and just filling them, I would say they are a bit firm though when they are straight out of the package. I used this one yesterday, so I was able to test this one out. This one, however, I have no clue how it applies or anything. Alright, so now that I have wet them, you can see how much bigger they have gotten. When they get wet, they're really soft. This compared to the Real Technique sponge softness wise, I say these are way better. But let's definitely see how they apply to the face. I'm just really interested in trying this because I have no sponge like this, and I have a sponge like this already from Shop Miss A. So I'm really going to compare that with this and this to make sure that, to let you know which one's the better deal to get. So here we go. I'm going to start off by priming my face. I'm using the Laura Mercier foundation primer. This one's oil free. Foundations, I'm using the NARS Sheer Matte mixed with the matte and poreless one. I'm going to mix these together today. I haven't done this before. I'm just doing it for today. I don't know why. I like to mix my foundations sometimes. So I'm going to use this one first, being that I've used the red one already. So I'm going to start off with this more flat side. This one looks like it'll be really good for foundation, so we'll see how that goes. Sort of just pouncing that on my skin, down my neck. Ideally, I don't know which side is supposed to be for which. I don't know if you can use this for concealer or if it's only for foundation. So, I mean, I'm going to test out concealer too just to make sure. This is with that side, and I really love how soft this one is. Like, I'm telling you guys, it really doesn't compare to the Real Technique sponge. Holding it in the hand, it feels like really comfortable, which is why I think it's in this like sort of shaping. Onto this side, I'll be using this one. Some people use this side to do their foundation, but I like to use this side. I'll use both just for the video, but this is normally how I pounce the foundation, and I use this side for concealer. I have to say that this one is a lot more soft on the skin, like as I'm pouncing it, but when I squeeze it like this one feels soft this way, maybe because it has that little thing, but on the skin, this one is a lot more softer. And that is what that side looks like. I've used this one already and I still like it, but foundation, I have to say I like this one a lot better. Now moving on to concealer, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition concealer in the color Toffee. I put this everywhere to highlight my face, so we will see how these sponges perform. I'm kind of going to go to town on the concealer today because my beauty blender really, like, even if I put too much concealer, my beauty blender blends it out like a dream. So we'll see how this blends it out. And for the hell of it, let's do some highlighting. I'm going to take this one this time and pat this in. I have to say, for this, I prefer my beauty blender because the point is a lot more pointy on the beauty blender. This one is a lot more fat, so I really have to like pinch it and then get under there like that. I mean, it's not a big deal, but with my beauty blender, I don't have to do all that. So for this one, I'm going to use this side because it's super flat, and I think it'll be a lot more easier than this side, which is just straight up just like that. So let's do this, see what happens. And I can already tell I'm going to have to do some pinching action to get in there, just because of the weird shape. This is actually making it super hard to blend the concealer. I'm going to go in with this because I cannot get under there. Go back with this and use the flat side. Like, it's literally so hard to get under there, guys. I'm going to finish the rest of my face and then I'll be right back with final thoughts. Alright, so to highlight some key things on these sponges, I really enjoyed using this for a foundation. I felt like it was a lot more soft on the face. I have to say this was super comparable to my beauty blender as far as how it feels on my face and how it bounces so freaking nicely. I can't even express to you how soft this is for foundation. If you are a sponge girl for foundation, I highly recommend this. Now, moving on to concealer, would I recommend this? Heck no. This will not even be able to fit underneath your eye at all. You will be just like trying to blend out your concealer and it won't blend. If you're like me and you go to town with the concealer, you will not be able to get everything and make sure that it's not super cakey and whatever underneath your eyes. So I do not recommend this for concealer use. So now I'm moving on to the Flawless Sponge. I have to say I like this sponge, however, wouldn't recommend it because honestly, there's more inexpensive things that you could use for this. It's really fat, like blending it underneath the eye, even though it works, you just kind of have to manipulate it and squeeze it to get really underneath the eyes. I don't know, maybe because I have a different set type of face, like my cheeks come out, you know, like I have really defined cheekbones, so you could really, like my eyes are, I don't know how to explain it. Like even when I smile, like you can see my cheekbones come out, and so it's like, hello, I can't get there. So I have to pinch it and go underneath there. I don't have to do that with my beauty blender. I never had to do that with my Real Technique sponge, I don't think. I don't have it anymore, so I don't remember. If you want like sort of an all-in-one, but you don't want to splurge on buying a beauty blender, I honestly would check out the Shop Miss A sponge. This is in the black one. They do have a pink one too. I would have to say it's very comparable to this. This one is a tad bit softer than this one, but when you get this one wet, it's pretty firm right now because it's dry. But when you get this wet, it feels pretty darn soft, and it's literally $1. I would have to say, even though this is a dupe on its own, this is a dupe for this. You can see it looks the exact same. When this gets wet, it gets the exact same size. And I love this for its affordability, and it pretty much does the same thing. So I would not recommend getting this one. You can get this sponge in this shape in many different colors, and on Morphe they only have it in this color, which just doesn't make any sense to me because I tried washing this and it actually started bleeding. Like I was, as you saw earlier, my sponge was already dirty because I used it the day before and I had to wash it to use it again. And so I used my solid brush cleaner, and as I was rinsing out, the red dye started coming out too. So, I mean, the Beauty Blender does that as well, but with this, it's like straight up red. So it looks kind of creepy having like red going down the drain. I don't know. Red sponges, not really a fan, but that's just me. But yeah, so that is my overall thoughts and opinions on the Morphe Beauty Sponges. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any other questions for me. I would love to get a discussion going. Really hyped up. I know Jaclyn Hill uses them. She's the main one that I know really hypes up this type of sponge, and honestly I think this one is a lot better. It's a lot more different for the money. It blends the foundation like a freaking high-end brush. Like, it's pretty impressive. Be sure to thumbs up this video if you found this helpful at all, and also subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any other future videos that I will be posting. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!